Police working alongside robot mechs. Where have I heard that before? I can't put my finger on it. Hey guys, what's up? What's happening? It's the King of Games 98, and I'm back at it again with a new 5-minute anime review. And this time I watched and am reviewing Mobile Police Patlabor 1, the movie. So I'm not gonna lie, minor confession. I've owned this anime movie for a long time now, and this was actually the first time that I sat down and watched it. And you know what? I can definitely say without a doubt that I should have watched this. I should have first watched this a long time ago. I don't really know why I just waited till now. But you know what? I figured it would make a good anime review and a good 5-minute review in general. So what the heck? Okay. So if you've never seen Mobile Police Patlabor 1, the movie, and are curious what it's about, this is basically how I'd sum up the movie without spoiling it. So it takes place in 1999 in actually, hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, it takes place in 1999 in Tokyo, and I would say the main characters are this guy named Asuma and this girl who has really short hair and kind of looks like a guy named Noah. I would say they're really the main characters, and they work at the mobile police force, and they are using what they call labors, which are giant robot mech suits that are piloted and controlled by one person, and they solve crime with them and also use them to help in construction in new buildings and, so on and so forth. Pretty cool, when you start to think about it. And so they just installed a new operating system called HOS. And the company that made the operating system was called, actually, does it say it on here? Oh, okay. The company that made it was called Shinohara Industries, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's what it was called. And so that was the company that made the HOS operating system. But the main programmer at Shinohara Industries, he jumped off a building and killed himself. And long story short, in the new operating system, it has a virus in the program that basically manipulates the labor's robot mech suits into coming alive and powering on by themselves without even having a person in the cockpit controlling them. So long story short, I think you guys can see where I'm going with this and where this story is going. And so, basically they have to stop the HOS system virus, and they have to stop all the laborers from coming alive and, attacking the city and causing mayhem. Yes, that's pretty much how I'd sum up the main story of Mobile Police Patlabor 1, the movie. Okay, so now I'm going to get into my thoughts, feelings, opinions about this anime movie, and then we're going to wrap up this 5-minute anime review. Okay, so if you've never heard of Mobile Police Patlabor, I Googled it, and I actually learned a few things myself. So, there was, of course, obviously, a Mobile Police Patlabor manga, and then there was a Mobile Police Patlabor anime series. Now, I have never seen the anime series, and so this Patlabor 1, the movie, anime movie, is the only thing I have actually seen from this series. And so, yeah, so it has a manga, it has an anime series, and it has 2 movies. Yeah, this is the first one, and I actually do also own the second one, also on VHS. But if you can't tell, my copy of it is still brand new, factory sealed, and I just couldn't bring myself to open it. You know, it's kind of an anime collector's piece. You know, so yeah, it has a manga series, it has an anime series, and it got 2 movies. The first movie came out in 1989. My copy of Mobile Police Patlabor 1, the movie, is on VHS, in case you guys couldn't tell. And my specific copy of the movie was Japanese dialogue with English subtitles, so it was English subbed. That didn't really bother me. The only, minor complaint I had with that was sometimes the English subtitles would disappear too fast before I could actually read them. But it's just such a minor complaint that, that's it. So this came out in 1989. I watched it English subbed. The story I thought was great. It was totally unique. I really can't compare it to a single other anime-related thing that I've ever watched. I mean, the closest thing I could compare it to is like maybe take Mobile Suit Gundam and like the Burn Up series and mash it up together. Except, it's not a mobile police force of all hot young women. Yeah, I mean that's really the closest thing that comes to mind. Like Mobile Suit Gundam meets the Burn Up series, and boom. But yeah, like other than that, I can't compare this to a single other thing I've ever watched. So yeah, I love the story of Mobile Police Patlabor the movie 1. I love the story. The animation for 1989 I thought was really damn good. The English subtitles I thought were very clear and very easy to understand, because I have watched some animes that are English subbed, and sometimes the English subtitles don't make any sense. How they're written. So they made perfectly clear sense to me. The runtime for this, I'm not exactly sure, because on the back of the case it says about 100 minutes, but on the VHS tape itself it says 118 minutes. So I'm not exactly sure what the exact runtime for that is, so I'm going to say the runtime is between 100 minutes to 120 minutes. That's all I could come up with. And you know what? I thought the runtime was perfect. I didn't think it was too long. I thought it was just enough to fully tell the story. Yeah, so believe it or not, guys, I really can't say a single bad thing about Mobile Police Patlabor, the movie 1. I absolutely liked it. I really just can't say a bad thing about it. Alright, guys, so without further ado, my final rate for Mobile Police Patlabor, the movie 1 is going to be a perfect 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the next review.